Hello, welcome to Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. This video is going to be about my top 12 favorite items to take with me out in the woods. This is not a survival items list, top 12 survival items or top 12 bushcraft items. This is like a little bit of everything going on here. These are just items that are my most favorite items to take out with me into the woods. I don't take all of them with me all at once. Obviously, because some of them have to do with time of year, the weather, so on and so forth. So these are just the items that I've listed as to top 12. I know obviously people often do the top 5 or their top 10, but I decided to do a top 12. So my top 12 items here are in no particular order, and I'm just going to take you through them, all the 12 items here that I like to take out with me in the woods. Whether it be for my own, just make things more enjoyable, or just things that I like to use the most. So number one is normally would be a wool blanket for those colder temperatures. I've been using a wool blanket for the most part, but until recently I actually made myself a new sort of a wool blanket poncho. So I'll show it to you here now, which is just a straightforward military style wool blanket. I got this one from Princess Auto. And as you can see, I got the hood, the pocket sewn on the front. And obviously got the hood right there in the middle. There's a drawstring on it as well. So I can wear this like a poncho, but I can also cinch up the hood, tie the rope around the hood's the neck area, and then still be able to use this like a blanket and wrap it around myself. Or I can simply just wear it, and I got the pocket on the front there. So that way I got multiple use out of it. Second item here, which I'm not going to pull it out, but in this bag here is my rain poncho tarp. This is a military, it's a very poncho tarp. It's very lightweight, but very durable. Like I said, I don't really want to pull it out, but I'll just pull out just a little bit of it just so you get an idea of what it looks like. So it's nice green, camouflaged. Got plenty of grommets all the way around, so I can do nice, and it's a nice, good, big size as well. So that way I can do multiple shelter styles, A-frame, lean-to, so on and so forth. And it's really good and big enough to fit over both myself as well as over top of my backpack when I'm wearing it. So that's number 2. Number 3 is my canteen and canteen cup set. Normally, I usually would label these as being 2 items, but for this video, I'm labeling it together because it goes well together. This is my 1 liter clean canteen, and this cup here is actually brand new. I just got this recently because of I'm going to do a video about this in the future. And this cup's from Pathfinder, and it's got the rainbow style handle on there as well. And this goes into my backpack, fits nice into a nice sleeve on the side of my backpack. And I've been using this kind of set, the canteen and a cup, pretty much for so many years. Usually I've been using the GSI outdoors mug, but as I said, I'll talk about this in another video. Get into more detail with that. Next up is my knife. I have multiple knives, and I cycle through them every so often. Right now I'm using the Tops Bob knife. So this is the knife right now that I'm using. And this is the Tops Bob stainless steel blade and 154 cm steel. Nice, good, tough, durable knife. I never go out to the woods without some form of knife with me, whether it be a fixed blade or a folder or just even a small carving knife. I always like to carry a knife with me when I'm out going away out into the woods. So this is the knife that I've been using as of lately. Let's stick that back in there. Next up is my hatchet. This is the Grans Forest Brook Wildlife Hatchet. I've had this for a good number of years now. I actually use this more often than any of my axes and saws. This leather grip that's on here, I made that myself. The blade is still razor sharp, although I do give it a little touch up every now and then. And you can see it, obviously, you can't really see it too well on the video, but you can see, of course, all the dirt, and you can definitely see the markings on the blade and such. But I've had this for a good number of years. It's a nice, good, solid hatchet, and it hasn't done me wrong yet. I love this thing. Absolutely amazing. Well worth the money. when I got it way back when. Love it. Love it. And the sheath, of course, came with the hatchet, of course. Next up is my multi-tool. I have two of this. This is the black one, and then the silver one is right now is my EDC. And this one here I put into one of my tactical backpacks for day hiking. This is the Leatherman Wave Plus. I do have a review video about this multi-tool. Check it out on my channel, scroll down. And the one that you see in the video is the silver one, stainless steel. This is the black color one right here. And it's always been an EDC item for me for the last several years now, for probably about 3 or 4 years, give or take now. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember right up off the top of my head, but definitely love this tool. Multi-tool, I always keep it in my pocket and use it almost every week, guaranteed. Next up is my hammock. This is the Grand Trunk single hammock. These are the straps that go with it. I keep them tied together so that way they don't get separated. In there, it's just the hammock itself with the carabiners. And these are just the straps for the go around the trees. This is a Grand Trunk single hammock. It's about 5 feet wide, about 10.5 feet long. And it's pretty straightforward, about a 400-pound capacity. So it's plenty good for me, as well as keeping a good sleeping bag in there and other gear as well, some spare blankets. I can use this in the winter, and I have used it in the winter many times. And it's great to have in the winter as well as in the summer. Summer, hanging out, just relaxing. Winter, I use it sometimes on the trails. That way you get somewhere nice and dry to sit and relax, rest for a little bit, you know. Straightforward, simple stuff. Item number 8, which I do not have with me at the moment, is my backpack, which is the Frost River Nessmuck pack. I do have a video about it. Just scroll down on my channel and check it out. It's in my car right now. Tomorrow I'm going on an adventure and a full day hike. So it's in my car, packed up tight. So I don't have it here with me at the moment. Next up is my flint and steel fire kit. And it's my favorite fire starting method. There's a magnifying glass built into right there. Oop. That's the little that there's a little leather piece that protects the magnifying glass from the actual flint and steel. But you know, there it is right there, flint and steel. I got a piece of steel in here, nice good flat rock, nice little supply of char cloth in there, and some jute rope in there for some nice fire starting tinder. Pack that up. And I do have a nice little leather belt pouch that I made myself to carry this into. Number 10 is a wood stove. This one here is from Bushcraft Essentials. This is the Bushbox LF, large foldable. And I've used this one here probably more often than any of my wood stoves that I've ever owned over the last several years. I do have the Bushbox pocket stove as well, and a few other stoves, collapsible stoves, but this one here has by far been used the most, and it's my favorite one. And I like having it out for both cooking meals as well as on a freezing cold day. It's nice to have it, just for the sake of warmth. Next item is slingshot. I like to tinker around in the woods, shoot some targets, find some garbage that are lying around out and about, and basically just tinker around, shoot some targets, have some fun. I just love having a slingshot around. Making them is also really nice as well. And last item, number 12, is a hook knife. And this is for carving spoons, bowls, stuff like that. Just general wood carving, stuff like that. And I like to have it around. I have a couple of these. This one goes into my hiking backpack. I have another one that's part of an actual kit. And that's the kit is somewhere else right now. But this one will go back into my hiking backpack after this video is finished. So those are my 12 items. Some honorable mentions were my flashlight, but I don't travel at night. And paracord, I only use it for when I'm setting up a shelter, so I don't have any other use of it beyond that. And just some do-it-yourself gear, nothing serious. This is Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. Stay safe, have fun.